everyone, and welcome to the 34th Annual Halifax Busker Festival Online Edition. My name's Christina Edwards, and I'm the Festival Director. And I, along with our amazing team and artists, are really excited to bring you the shows today. It's really weird not being on the waterfront with the crush of crowds and the heat, but you're in for some great performances, and we're happy to bring them to your living room, where we hope you are being safe and healthy. So crack open a beverage, sit back, and enjoy the shows.
Hey, it's great to be back at the Halifax Busker Festival. My name's Jack Wise. I'm coming to you all the way from Dublin, Ireland. I hope you can understand what I'm saying, because I've been told I have a slight accent. So we're going to have subtitles. No, we are, for the tips. If you haven't seen my show, I'm a magician. I'm telling you that now, in case it's not obvious by the end of this. I also do some sword swallowing and ventriloquism in the show, not at the same time because it terrifies the puppets, but you'll see as we go along. First, some magic. And to do this, I'm going to need this manly purple silk handkerchief. By the way, what do you think of the suit? Do you like it? New suit? I was actually thinking of bringing it back. I was thinking about it. Obviously, I wasn't stupid enough to bring it back. Here comes the trick. Check it out. Every Irishman's dream. But that's not my big opener. No. That's my big opener. Okay, let's talk about the next performer we have up here today. He's a good friend of mine. He's super talented. He is a Canadian gentleman coming from Bedford. He grew up watching the performers at the Halifax Busker Festival. He is a strong man. He gave up his insurance job in 2015 and he decided to travel the world showing his extraordinary talents. He was invited to Halifax in 2017 where he won People's Choice Award. He was back again in 2018 and here he is one more time. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome on stage, Mighty Mike.
Oh, hi there, it's Mighty Mike, your 2017 People's Choice Award winner. I was just catching up on some reading of the Bedford magazine from 1999. And look who it is! How time flies. I was performing in 2000, but I've been watching the buskers since the 80s, which got me thinking, I wonder what my act would have been like if it was in the 80s. Boy, that was a lot of fun. And you know what else is a lot of fun? Expanding your consciousness. Which gets me thinking, I wonder what the Mighty Mike show would be like in the 60s. The problem with human consciousness is that it hypnotizes us into believing that we exist only within our own skin, when in fact, another idea is possible. Perhaps we are one with the universe. The Big Bang happened, and instead of being a result of the Big Bang, you are the Big Bang. You are, in fact, the primordial energy of the universe, existing in a particular way. Several thousand years ago, humans evolved consciousness, and we began guiding life not just by trusting our instincts. But you're not just what you can control. For example, breathing. You can control your breath, but when you don't think about it, it goes on. Is it voluntary or is it involuntary? Beating your heart, shaping your bones, digesting your food. Do you do these things or do you not do these things? If you are all these things, then you realize that your body knows you are one with the universe. That your physical organism is one continuous process with everything else in the universe, just as waves are continuous with the ocean. And the body is just one continuous energy system of the universe. You evoke light out of the universe and sound out of the air. We're not a stranger in the universe. In fact, we are the whole show. When you look for your own mind, your own separate particular self, you will find out that it's not there. And if you wake up from your consciousness, you will see other people moving and understand that it's you, that they're all you, and you are I, and we are all a product of that great Big Bang. When you look out there, there's no outside. That's all inside. The color you experience is a neurological experience. The external world is not inside your skull, but your skull is also inside the external world. It's inside you, and you're inside it. When we awaken, we reevaluate common sense. And we're going to get a new kind of common sense, that we are continuous with the universe. In the same way people used to believe the earth is flat, we will soon know that the universe is one with us. Boy, that was... Well, I'm not sure exactly what that was. But you know what? I wonder what the Mighty Mike show would be like in the 40s. Honey, I'm home.
Finally! I've been waiting for my strongman all day. I'm desperate for one of these olives in my martini.
Your wish is my command. After all, you make the rules. But I make all the money. And therefore, actually, all the rules.
This'll go great with our mayonnaise pork jello salad that I've prepared for dinner. Now, how about a game of gin rummy?
Sure. Want me to deal? Guess that's one way to cut the deck. Wow, now that seems like a show I'd want to watch. But let's go to the decade with an impending economic depression, rising social unrest, No, not this decade. The 1920s. Wow, what a time that was. That is the very best online show I can possibly do, folks. I'm not an expert at performing on the internet where I don't hear any reaction from the crowds. I'm used to performing live where I don't hear any reaction from the crowds. Now, as you can imagine, it hasn't been the easiest time to be a crowd-gathering busker in the middle of a pandemic. My summer of traveling around the world has turned into a summer of traveling around my one-bedroom apartment in downtown Toronto. If you want to support me, I'm going to put some links at the end that you can do that. PayPal, Etransfer, even credit card. Also, I would love to see you on my brand new YouTube channel. I've been doing videos every day, old-time strength workouts from the 20s. No matter your level of fitness, you can keep up with me. Check that out right here. youtube.com/Mighty Mike Show. Hello, physical culturists. Mighty Mike here for day 11 of the Strong Fort workout.
So it's not like you don't try. You still try and try hard. You try your very best. How you do anything is how you do everything.
Like I said at the start of the video, when I was a kid growing up in Bedford, I used to look forward to the buskers every year because they would make me laugh and inspire me to try new things. Now, I hope I've made you laugh in this video, and I'd like to try and inspire you with these next two feats of strength. This is a solid piece of wood, and I'm going to try and take this nail and drive it through the board with my hand. It's gonna hurt. And when I asked the strongman who used to train me how to do this, I said, "It's really hurting my hand. What should I do?" And he said, "Oh yeah, you just have to love the pain. You've got to embrace the obstacle. And when you realize that, it'll go through the board like nothing." So if there's any issues you're dealing with in your life, and maybe related to the pandemic, related to anything else, family, friends, work, whatever's going on, I want you to just know you can do it if you believe in yourself and you know that the obstacle is the way to waking up. Okay, and one last thing I'd like to show you. This is another feat that I don't do in my show. This is a 25-inch piece of 1/2 by 1 inch cold rolled steel. There's a reason I don't do this in my show, because it hurts. So I'd like to put up some thank yous and some information on how to tip me as I get this feat for you right here. I hope you've enjoyed the show. I've definitely enjoyed being here at the first ever virtual Halifax Busker Festival.
Shed no tears, now I'm a broken man on the Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers. So here I lay in my 23rd year, how I wish I was in Sherbrooke now. It's been 6 years since we sailed away, and I just made Halifax yesterday. God damn them all. I was told we'd cruise the seas for American gold. We'd fire no guns, shed no tears. Now I'm a broken man on a Halifax pier, the last of Barrett's privateers.
Now, that was a lot of work, but I do it because I love you, the fans. My name is Mighty Mike, and I've got one last thing to say. I hope I can still do this. I'm mightier than most, but some are stronger still. What's more important to me is a different kind of skill. For lifting pounds of metal is not a greater feat than lifting people's spirits in the middle of the street. And that is why I'm proud to call myself a busker. Here at one of the greatest festivals in the world, Halifax, I owe it all to you. Thank you very much for watching.
As this is our first online Halifax Busker Festival, I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips on how to tip the performers. All you need is your iPhone camera pointed at the QR code on screen for the performer you'd like to tip. It'll automatically put up a simple link on your phone. If you're happy with the preloaded tip amount and currency, click tip. Apple Pay will automatically come up. Double tap to confirm. In seconds, your tip is complete. No Apple Pay? No problem. You can manually enter your credit card details or just select PayPal. Remember to select the currency and tip amount you wish. Most performers will have their own unique QR code on screen while they're performing. It's directly linked to their account. You can also manually type the link you see on screen into your web browser. It's fun, fast and secure to tip a street performer at the very first online Halifax Busker Festival. As always, tips and feedback are greatly appreciated. And we're back. You know, I wanted to perform a trick which I'm famous for over here in Ireland, the vanishing dove trick. But unfortunately the animal welfare people were on. And let's put it this way, it's been cancelled, which is devastating for both myself and for Derek. I mean, that little bird used to love this. Now he's inside on the sofa watching Jerry Springer reruns and he's got a drink problem. So I've been so reduced to perform the vanishing dove cage trick. Watch now, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, as I make this disappear in front of your very eyes. And to make sure you can't see how it works, I'm going to cover it up. I'm going to cover it up with this. There we go. They won't figure it out. Watch the cage on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. And it's gone. So it's time for our next performer. A very talented, funny man. He's performed at 13 different countries all over the world. His charming comedy and exceptional clown skills have had him perform for the Governor General and for sold out shows in the National Arts Centre in Canada. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together. Welcome on stage, the Great Balanzo.
Oh, hello. I am Great Balanzo. I didn't see you there. Good morning. Welcome to my home. I forgot I have a show today for you. It's a great show. I have seen it before. I do some circus and comedy. So if something is not funny, then that is the circus part. Looks like today mostly circus. Yes, well, I have to do some things, water my plants and have some more coffee. Oh, and I need the pants. Water plants, put on pants, and do a show. I cannot wait. This will be great. For the pants, there we go, tucked in. You have to wear pants in the show, also my shoes.
I can't stop. Let's go up. One more. Okay, how? Maybe I let go and then catch and put in the... I have an idea. When it hits the head, you say, wah. Wait for the head. Wah. Faster. One more. We go down. Ooh. Oh. Did I get it? Yeah! Woo. And now, the famous pink paw. Good dancer. Yeah. Woohoo! Do a. Now watch for this, both of them like this. Boomba, 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 boomba. When you see that, boomba, 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 you clap, cheer. Oh, in the back, maybe yell, bravo, bravo. And if you have a new little baby, throw it. Woo! The children heal very quickly. Maybe a little drum roll. There you go. Sorry. Well, you just saw it now? I'm sorry, it's so gross. Again, I am so honored to be here. For the first time in my life, I will be selling these after the show. To help me with this, I will need someone from the audience. A hands up. Someone brave, because it might get a bit scary. It's scary sometimes to be in front of people. Maybe a loud voice, somebody brave. Let me see a big applause. This is a real kid. It's a real kid. All right, what's your name? Alana. This is Alana. Say bonjour, Alana. Alana, how are you today? Good. You having fun? I'll show you. When I was little, my papa at lunchtime would say, Balanzo, pick a cracker, any cracker, and I'll make it disappear. But watch close. If you think I'm cheating or something looks weird, you can win a prize. He said, point and yell, cheater. And that way we also, you know it's real magic. So Alana, your job will be to pick one cracker, then I will make it disappear. You watch very close. If something looks strange, or you think I'm cheating, your job is to point and say, cheater. Oh yeah. So you pick one cracker. This, from all the crackers, Alana, don't break any. Pick one. This way we know she picked a cracker. She could have picked any cracker in this box. That's how you know it's real. Close, Lana. I take the cracker here. Then, with my other hand, I get magic dust to sprinkle it over the cracker. And if something looks weird, you just point and yell, cheater. Not now! On the count of 3, we blow. On my hand. 1, 2, 3. Blow. Security! You are amazing. Wait. Can you hold my hand? Alana and Balanzo, we did comedy magic together. Applauso! Okay, now go away. Be careful on the stairs. Yeah. Take the Jenga boxes. You make some Jengas. Very beautiful. They slide and stack, just like a real Jenga, no Velcros or magnets. First, you help me count. Each one, when it hits the other hand, 1. Together! 1. We do all of them, we count them, and the Jenga. Whew, here we go. Okay. Stay with me, gets harder. A little faster, louder. No, I can do it. I can do it. 9.5. I can do it because I am on steroids. There we go. Okay. There we go. Just need. Up. And then everybody said, ooh la la. He tips it over. And everybody said, la la ooh. That's weird. Thank you. Okay, let's try it. I cannot always do all of them, but such a big ceiling. Maybe I could do bigger, taller. Let's make sure I don't crash. Bigger, taller. More for you. If you want bigger, if you want taller, if you want more, say more! That sucks. Okay, here we go. Okay, here we go. We'll start it very stable and then take it out like a Jenga to put it on top. Okay, that's good. Okay. Go up. Oh, very tippy, very wiggly.
Weasel on top. The famous garden weasel. Oh, this won't last long. As soon as it gets to the chin, a big applauso. And when I do this, sometimes I die. Here we go. Ha! Incredible! The human Jenga Garden Weasel Edition. Just for you. I have done this 10 times in my life, a maximum. Ah! Ah! I'm safe. I'm safe. Very safe. Hello. Street performers use much danger. Danger can be handled. There are ways to deal with danger, and same with the COVID. So whether you are juggling fire on a unicycle or just trying to beat COVID virus, just do the right things and you'll be okay. That's how. Hey, it's me, Balanzo. I hope you enjoyed the Great Balanzo show for Halifax Busker Festival. Please don't forget to donate online. Put some money in the virtual hat. The show is dangerous, and you saw some new stuff, the garden weasel. $10, $20 for families, $5 Even if you don't have that $2 or $2 times $5, that's $10. I'm the Great Balanzo. I hope to see you in real life soon. Thank you, Halifax Busker Festival.
As this is our first online Halifax Busker Festival, I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips on how to tip the performers. All you need is your iPhone camera pointed at the QR code on screen for the performer you'd like to tip. It'll automatically put up a simple link on your phone. If you're happy with the preloaded tip amount and currency, click tip. Apple Pay will automatically come up. Double tap to confirm. In seconds, your tip is complete. No Apple Pay? No problem. You can manually enter your credit card details or just select PayPal. Remember to select the currency and tip amount you wish. Most performers will have their own unique QR code on screen while they're performing. It's directly linked to their account. You can also manually type the link you see on screen into your web browser. It's fun, fast and secure to tip a street performer at the very first online Halifax Busker Festival. As always, tips and feedback are greatly appreciated.
If you're on drugs, this ought to appear completely normal. Kids never do drugs.
Enough of that nonsense. So our next performer up, he is from Halifax, super talented, super funny guy. He's a magician. His name is Michael James. He is available for corporate functions, private parties, 21st weddings, divorces and all other happy occasions. You can find out more about him at michaeljamesmagic.com, or you can see him live right here, right now.
Hi everybody, my name is Michael James. Thanks for joining us here at what is the first and will hopefully be the last virtual Halifax International Busker Festival. It's hard for me to wrap my head around that in this crazy 2020. Anyway, usually my show depends on a lot of audience interaction, involvement, and I feed off the energy of the audience. So this is going to be really different with this screen separating us today, but we're going to see what we can do, try our best to have a lot of fun here today, and we'll get right to it. I'm going to start out actually with a trick that I have dedicated a good percentage of my life to. I've dedicated most of my life to studying, researching, and trying to create as many of Harry Houdini's illusions and escapes as possible. Houdini passed away October 31st, Halloween night, 1926, and unfortunately many of his secrets were taken to the grave with him, but a few did survive, including Houdini's favorite piece of magic. It's become a classic of magic. It's called the Hindu needle mystery. It involves a length of thread and about a dozen sewing needles. First, the thread is swallowed, and then so are the needles. And well, what happens next is pure magic. At this point in the show, for real life, I would usually get a volunteer of the audience and have them come up on stage and inspect this pincushion, which of course contains 12 regular steel sewing needles. I would then have the volunteer take one of those needles, take it out, ensure that it is in fact real, sharp, it's not made out of sugar, it's not going to dissolve as it is dropped into the drink. I then get the volunteer to quickly remove each and every one of those needles, dropping them into drink, while I fill the time with a few awkward jokes about being a junkie and Halloween candy. We'll be able to forgo those jokes tonight, aren't you lucky? As we drop the last of the needles into the drink. And then it's time for some thread, about 2.5 feet of my personal favorite flavor, white cotton. And then it's important that the thread is not knotted. It can be folded, but it can't be knotted as it goes down the hatch. Not bad. It's a little stringy. I think it's Italian. And a little hard to go down. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I propose a toast to health, to happiness, and most importantly, to mystery. Hard to believe that's actually one of my favorite pieces of magic to perform. You know, I'd love to be able to tell you how it's done, but magicians can't tell their secrets. Well, you know, or so they say. The fact is that when I was thinking about what I was going to perform for this virtual Busker Festival tonight, I thought that seeing as how the circumstances are so unusual, I would do something rather unusual. And I thought maybe tonight I would teach you guys a trick. There's not a lot to do while we're practicing isolation or while we're in quarantine, so maybe if you had a magic trick that you could perform for your family, your friends, or whoever happens to be in your personal bubble, then maybe that would be fun. So I'm going to teach you a trick tonight. I'm willing to bet that most of you have probably seen on TV, at least at some point, that magic trick where a magician takes a length of the rope, cuts it, and then puts it back together. Well, that's exactly what I'm going to do for you tonight, except I'm going to walk you through every step, every detail of this trick so that you can take it and perform it for yourselves at home. Now, all you're going to need is a length of rope, just a regular unprepared length of rope, just like you'd find in any basement, garage, bedroom. And at this point, I would usually hand it out to an audience member. Have it inspected, make sure that people are fully aware that it is a regular piece of rope. It's not multiple pieces of rope that are held together with magnets or tape or glue or anything like that, and also that it's not made out of bungee cord or elastic. It doesn't stretch. Now, ladies and gentlemen, the secret to this magic, well, it's not in the rope. The secret to this particular magic trick is actually in a knot, an ancient knot that magicians have been guarding as a close secret for centuries. It's called the Mongolian pop knot, or I don't know what they call it in Mongolia. And to do this, the first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to find the center of the rope, because you're going to cut the rope in a minute. And it's very important that the rope be cut exactly even. So you have two equal pieces of rope. Two perfectly equal pieces of rope. All right, I can fix this. I'm a professional. Ta-da! Two pieces of rope. Now, in order to put these together, we're going to have to do something called the Mongolian pop knot. I'm going to teach you how it works. It goes like this. You take one rope, twist it around the other, come back, go around, come through, and pull tight. Sorry. Pull tight. Then you go back and forth the same way you just went in and out, and then you go in and out the same way as you just went back and forth, and again back and forth the same time as you go in and out. Come around, twist, and pull tight, and there, ladies and gentlemen, you have your Mongolian pop knot. Now, at this point, you have to reach down in your pocket and get a little bit of pixie dust. Magic, very important, magic pixie dust. And you're going to sprinkle that pixie dust on the pop knot. And in just a moment, the pixie dust works its magic, and it begins to dissolve the knot until it pops right off the rope, like so, leaving you right back where you started with one piece of rope. Now, I know you're sitting at home, you're trying to watch this through a screen, you're thinking, Michael, I can't follow that. That's why I'm going to show you again. I'm going to teach you how it's done. In fact, this time I'm going to show you twice. I'm going to do 2 Mongolian pop knots, and of course, to do 2 Mongolian pop knots, we are going to need 3 pieces of rope. So we'll cut this into 3 equal pieces of rope. And ladies and gentlemen, as I said, very important that the rope is cut in 3 equal pieces. 1, 2, and 3. Very important that the rope is cut into 3 equal pieces. Like if you were to make a mistake and you were to say accidentally cut one too short, trick wouldn't work. And if you cut another one about right and another one way too long, trick won't work. And now this could happen. This could happen to anyone. Should this happen to you, I'm going to teach you what us magicians refer to as the contingency plan. It works like this. You take the ends of the rope and you fold them all up to the top of your fist, like so. And then, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to need to say the magic words. Now, the magic words, simsalabim. Of course, you don't just throw these words around lightly. It's very important that you say these words with a certain amount of conviction. Simsalabim. It's stupid, isn't it? But it works. And as soon as you do that, look, the ropes all stretch out to one same length. There you go. There's 1, and there's 2, and 3 ropes all back the same length right where we started. But I digress. Where was I? We were learning the Mongolian pop knot. That's right. Mongolian pop knot, ladies and gentlemen. Once again, just like this. Take one rope, twist around the other. Come back, go over, come through, and pull tight. And then you go in and out the same way you just went back and forth, and then you go back and forth the same time as you went in and out. Twist, come around, and pull tight. And I made this Mongolian pop knot a little bigger than I should, so we'll just trim off a little bit like that. Now the second Mongolian pop knot, exactly the same as the first. Is everybody with me so far? Say yes, Michael. Twist one rope around the other, come around, pull through, pull tight. Then you go in and out the same way as you just went back and forth, and then back and forth at the same time as you go in and out, come around, twist, and pull tight. And there is your second Mongolian pop knot. Now for the studious ones in the class, you remember what to do now. That's right, you get a little bit of magic pixie dust. You sprinkle the pixie dust on the knots. Now I know you're wondering, Michael, where do we get pixie dust? I grind my own, not just for consistency, but for purity. I recommend if you're going to do this and you have small children, you send them out of the house. Pixies can make a heck of a noise in a blender. Sprinkle that pixie dust on, and in a moment it begins to work, and that knot pops right off like that. That knot pops right off like that, and we're left right back where we started with one length of rope. Thanks, and that is fun. So, I'm listening for the applause, the people screaming on the other sides of the camera, but it's just not happening. That's okay. Folks, I'm going to finish off tonight's little performance with what is my favorite piece of magic to perform, even more so than the needles. But also because it's probably the piece of magic that magicians are judged by the most. This particular piece of magic dates all the way back to ancient Egypt. It is in fact the oldest piece of magic known to man. When the Egyptologists discovered the Great Pyramids, they went inside and they found hieroglyphs depicting the performance of a piece of magic that we now refer to as the cups and the balls. Those hieroglyphs, by the way, found way up high near the ceiling. because if they were found by the floor, they'd be logoglyphs. The jokes don't get any better. Sorry. First time I saw the cups and balls, I was about 7 years old. I was on vacation with my family in Florida, and we saw a street magician. He had a table made out of a waiter's stand and a piece of plywood. He had a makeshift magic wand constructed out of a drumstick with a little electrical tape around it. He wore a little leather pouch around his waist, and from inside that pouch, he brought out 1, 2, and 3 copper cups. Some interesting things I want to show you about these cups, ladies and gentlemen. First of all, as I said, they are copper. They're actually spun out of one disc of metal. So that way you know that they're solid. There's absolutely no way that anything could ever penetrate the solid bottoms of the cups. No trap doors, no holes. No way anything could ever penetrate that cup. Another interesting feature of these cups, ladies and gentlemen, you will notice the cup number 2 will pass straight through cup number 3. Likewise, cup number 3 will also pass straight through cup number 2. There we go. Now at this point, I usually hand them out for inspection so people would be sure that they are in fact solid cups. You will have to take my word for it. And ladies and gentlemen, this is the cups and balls. So not only does it use 3 cups, it also uses 3, shout it out from your couch, 3 balls. That's right. This, ladies and gentlemen, is ball number 1. Goes on cup number 1. This, ladies and gentlemen, is ball number... that's ball number 3. And here, ladies and gentlemen, is ball number 2. Because I'm sure people are watching this from all around the world, and it is in fact an international busker festival, maybe even more so this year with the virtual performance that we're putting on. I think we should start with a little lesson. We'll make this as international and as multicultural as we can. We'll start with English. 1, 2, 3. French. 1, 2, 3. Spanish. Unos, dos, tres. Roman. I. For anybody watching tonight in Alabama, there's one. There's one. There's another one. I, of course, am originally from Newfoundland. For all of my friends back home in Newfoundland, Lord, let dine Raven, let there's 2 more than 1, 1 more than 2. There got to be there in their tree there, law. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, the first ball, just a little wave of the wand and a tap, and it vanishes. I know you're all yelling and screaming from your living rooms right now. Ball number 2 goes exactly the same way, just a little different. And ball number 3, ladies and gentlemen, I'm just going to blow on it, and it will vanish. And ball number 3 has vanished, ladies and gentlemen. It's okay. I'll get it tomorrow. No, folks. Each and every one of those 3 balls have now returned to their respective cups. The crowd goes wild, yelling and cheering. Thank you very much. Now, folks, at this point again, I would ask for a volunteer to choose a cup. I will go ahead and choose one for you, and to make it simple, we'll go with the center cup tonight. And here's what we're going to do. I'm going to take the stick, and I'm going to put it underneath the end cup and remove the ball invisibly on the end of the stick. I'm going to deposit that ball right underneath the center cup. Then the ball goes over onto this end, goes underneath the cup, removes the ball invisibly on the end of the stick. The ball goes underneath the center cup. So here's our scenario right now. No balls, 3 balls, no balls. In fact, let me check and make sure that it worked. It worked! Now the hard part is making them go back to where they started. Now, I'm kidding, ladies and gentlemen. They don't go back to where they started. All 3 balls right there underneath the center cup. Now I'm going to show you a quick one of my favorites. 2 on bottom, one on top, just a little wave. Ladies and gentlemen, all 3 balls on bottom. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, Michael, this is getting confusing. You're absolutely right. It is getting confusing. That, in fact, is the way the cups and the balls were created. It was to confuse you. I don't want this to be confusing. I don't want to be a magician who confuses you. I want to entertain you. So I'm going to break this down and make it as simple and as easy for you to follow as possible. Everybody sitting at home, anybody over on this side of the screen, this side of the room, this is going to be your cup. You're going to keep an eye on this cup, and we're going to eliminate the ball so it's one less thing for you to keep track of. Simple. Everybody who's over on this side of their computer or TV screen, you're going to keep an eye on this cup. And the same thing, we're going to get rid of that ball, one less thing for you to keep track of. Now everybody else who's watching, this is your cup. You're going to keep an eye on this cup, and I'd like you to make note of how many balls go underneath the center cup. Now I know that some of you are sitting at home right now and you're elbowing the person next to you and you're going, he's up to funny business. No, ladies and gentlemen, no funny business. 1 ball underneath the center cup. Now I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, if that's the way it is, if that's the only possibility, then how did that ball come back? Well, I'll tell you how it came back. It didn't go anywhere in the first place. What you're watching right here, ladies and gentlemen, is what magicians dedicate their entire lives learning how to perfect. It's called sleight of hand. And this particular technique right here is called palming. You see, while it looks like the ball goes over here and then vanishes, it doesn't. It's over here. I'm palming it. It means I'm keeping it concealed over in this hand, over here. And then when I want you to think that it's underneath the cup, all I do is I just drop the ball as I pick up the cup. Suckers! Now, of course, you have to ask yourself, is he telling me the truth or is he lying to me? I am, after all, a magician, and it is my job to lie to you. So let me ask you this. If I really take that ball and I really legitimately put it down into the bag, no questions at all, then it can't be back underneath the cup. Yet it is. Let me show you that one more time. The ball goes down into the bag. It really goes into the bag. The ball goes down into the bag. Folks, do you remember how many balls are underneath that center cup? I'm going to give you another guess. I know what you're thinking. There was only 1. No, there's 3, ladies and gentlemen. There's all 3 balls underneath the center cup. However, look, 1, 2, 3 balls go into the bag. They're down there. They can't be underneath the center cup. How many are underneath the center cup? Orange. That's right, an orange. And if you didn't see that happen, then you probably missed that one as well. And if you missed that one, I'm going to guess you probably missed that one. And that, ladies and gentlemen, would be a great way to end the cups and balls. However, this is the Halifax International Busker Festival, albeit a virtual version, but it's still the festival that we all love, and it's the festival that's famous not only for its performers, but for its terrific audience. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, that's not good enough for you. That's why tonight, there's one there, there's one there, and there's one there. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the cups and balls. Folks, my name is Michael James. Before I go tonight, I know you know what Busker festivals are about. Near the end of the performance, all of the performers get up and they give you this long spiel about money and how nobody actually pays us to be at the festival. It's the donations from our audience that pays our bills. And I'm not going to go into a big long spiel with a bunch of jokes for you. I'm just going to remind you that all the stages around the world are closed. It's been a crazy year, and it's going to continue to be a crazy year for performers for quite a while yet, I do believe. So folks, I have a virtual hat. Basically, it's a PayPal account. Ladies and gentlemen, if you enjoyed the show, why not take $10 or $20? Or if you love the show, $100 that would make me really happy. It would also make my wife and our 9 adorable little children very happy. No, I'm kidding. Folks, whatever you can afford, if you can throw 10 or 20 bucks my way, if you enjoyed the show, I'd really appreciate it. It's quite simple. It is paypal.me/MichaelJamesMagic. And if you chuck 10 or 20 bucks my way, folks, it will go a long way to helping me continue to be a performer and not have to go out and get a 9 to 5. This is what I love to do. This is what I was born to do, and I really hope I get to continue to do it. Thanks for coming to the Halifax International Virtual Busker Festival. My name is Michael James. Have a great day.
As this is our first online Halifax Busker Festival, I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips on how to tip the performers. All you need is your iPhone camera pointed at the QR code on screen for the performer you'd like to tip. It'll automatically put up a simple link on your phone. If you're happy with the preloaded tip amount and currency, click Tip. Apple Pay will automatically come up. Double tap to confirm. In seconds, your tip is complete. No Apple Pay? No problem. You can manually enter your credit card details or just select PayPal. Remember to select the currency and tip amount you wish. Most performers will have their own unique QR code on screen while they're performing. It's directly linked to their account. You can also manually type the link you see on screen into your web browser. It's fun, fast and secure to tip a street performer at the very first online Halifax Busker Festival. As always, tips and feedback are greatly appreciated. Tell me if this is annoying. You know, I've actually been working on recycling with magic. Check this out. All you need is a bag, wrap the bottle up, get a good snug fit, yeah, and then you just, oh sorry, that's a good table. Watch the bottle. Hey, flat pack. So our next performer up, he has been in 38 different countries because he used to be a flight steward. No, he's performed in 38 different countries. He is a living legend of the busking world. He's been touring the world for 22 years performing his extraordinary act. He is a contortionist from Australia, born in Sydney. So if you like loads of Aussie charm, hilarious jokes and death-defying feats, stick around for the Human Knot, aka Alakazam.
What's up, Halifax? This is Alakazam coming to you live from my backyard. This is my dog Zoe, as we like to say, Alakazoe. Alakazoe actually has a magic trick, which is pretty cool. So I'll count to 3 and she's going to disappear. You ready? Say hello, Zoe. She was in Halifax with me last year. Maybe you met her. Anyway, here we go. Disappearing Zoe on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! So I'm coming to you live from Boston, Massachusetts. I live here now, but I'm originally from the land down under, Mexico. So it's always good to get a laugh for the first joke. I live about a mile from the beach, so on a quiet day, you hold a seashell to your ear. You can hear my neighbor peeing in the shower. In case you can't see, there's a whole bunch of people over there social distancing. Now look, I'm going to do a couple of really dangerous tricks in the show here for you today. I'm going to do one with the chainsaw. I'm going to do one with my weed whacker. Now this one you probably will have never ever seen before, because I haven't done it before in Halifax or really anywhere. And this one's going to be something a little different as well. Now, these are both really dangerous tricks. If either of those goes wrong, I'm going to end up in the hospital, which is the last place I want to be right now, because that's where my ex-girlfriend works. Little delayed reaction on the laugh on that one. But first, I'm going to do a little warm-up trick just to get my body limber to get ready for the show. This is a brand new trick. This trick came out of being stuck inside for a month or two. So basically the goal of this trick is for me to bounce a tennis ball on this tennis racket at the same time that I fit my body through this tennis racket. If you want to see it, say nothing at all. Perfect. Alright, I do have a song for this, so here we go. Bouncing tennis ball, tennis racket, check it out. trying to keep it in time with the music. Alright, you're gonna love this, folks. Check it out. Yes! I can hear you clapping all the way across the Nova Scotia Bay. Boom! Oh my god. What an amazing audience. Right here in my backyard. Can't ask more than that. So, perfect. Almost perfect timing. So, we're going to move on to the first very dangerous stunt, ladies and gentlemen, with the chainsaw. Now, normally I would have warmed up the chainsaw before I started the act, but I forgot, so I'm going to warm it up right now. Okay, look, it's not just going to be the chainsaw. I'm also going to do another very dangerous object with the chainsaw. This is a baseball bat wrapped in barbed wire. Some of the fans of The Walking Dead will be going crazy right now. So, baseball bat with the barbed wire, chainsaw. Now look, alright, I am going to need a little volunteer after I do the chainsaw. So, since there's only one other person here, that happens to be my wife, ladies and gentlemen, it's going to be Tina Kazam. Here she is. Wait. There's going to be a countdown from 2 minutes to 0. And at the end of the 2 minutes, Tina Kazam is going to be standing right here. And on the 3, 2, 1, she's going to open her arms and just let herself fall backwards. And I am going to catch her. Let's do a quick practice. 1, 2, 3. No matter how many times we practice that, it still freaks her out. Chainsaw, very dangerous. Lucille, baseball bat from The Walking Dead. And also very dangerous. Razor sharp. Juggling ball. Put on my chainsaw music. Chainsaw juggling is extremely dangerous. Please don't try it until you finish watching this video. Thank you. I'm also available for children's parties. Now, come back, Tina Kazam. Alright, so now Tina Kazam is going to help me get locked inside the cage. I'm going to try and break free. Here we go. Perfect, thank you. This is probably a good time to mention that I'm not an escape artist. I don't know how to pick locks or hold my breath or anything crazy like that. I'm a contortionist, as some of you might know. So I'm going to try and break out of this little prison cell using nothing but my physical abilities. I'm going to try and slip the cuffs and go through the bars. Tina Kazam is going to go and stand on her ledge. She's going to put on her blindfold. And when we reach the zero, she's going to fall backwards, and hopefully I will catch her. And if not, you're bored, like I said. Ready? Alright, here we go.
Prepare to break free from prison in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You have 2 minutes to escape. One minute and 45 seconds. One minute and 30 seconds.
Oh yeah.
1 minute and 15 seconds. 60 seconds. 45 seconds. 30 seconds. 15 seconds to escape. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Every time. Let's out. Alright, a big round of applause for Tina Kazam. If you like what she did, say nothing at all. Perfect. You can go. Thanks a lot. Whew. Alright folks, we're going to move on to my grand finale, my weed whacker, my most dangerous stunt coming up next. Before I do, can I just say this? I know this is hard, folks. Watching it on a screen just isn't the same, and for me, performing to a camera is kind of sad, really. Not being able to perform this year really hurts, but without it, I'm really not sure what my purpose is, so this is all I know how to do, really. So doing it this way, I miss the connection that I have with you, the audience. It just feels kind of like a rehearsal without an audience. Now I can't see you, and you can't see me, and I know it'd be really easy for you just to move on to the next thing and not contribute. Like, I get it. But now more than ever, Buskers really needs your support, because we're losing buskers daily, folks. Top entertainers are going broke and being forced to either get other jobs or do who knows what, and who knows if they'll ever come back to performing. I don't know. I don't want to do anything else. This is the only thing I've ever been good at. Pretty much only got one skill. So even though you can't come and look me in the eye and drop a nice tip in my hat, and I can't thank you for it in person, this year I do need it more than ever. So please do me a favor and make a contribution for my show. And the next time I come to Halifax, I promise I'll swing for the fences and give you guys the best show that I ever have. Here's my tipping options. You've got Venmo, which is mostly for Americans. So if you don't have Venmo, there's PayPal. If you just go to tipalakazam.com, you can do all your Google Pay, Apple Pay, credit cards, PayPal. It works. Just go to tipalakazam.com. Make a contribution. I really appreciate it. And I'll see you soon, Halifax. I'm going to do my grand finale now. It's quite dangerous, so I hope I don't screw it up. You guys ready? Say nothing at all. Perfect. Got a little bit of Aussie folk rock for you for my grand finale. Yeah, here we go. Thank you. Thank you very much. So I can hear your applause from here, Halifax. Boston's not that far away. It's been fun to do a show here in my backyard for you today, folks. Really hope you appreciate it. And I hope to see you soon. And please make a contribution if you can. Take a screenshot. Tipalakazam.com if you're in America. Venmo Alakazam Show. Peace. Best of luck.
As this is our first online Halifax Busker Festival, I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips on how to tip the performers. All you need is your iPhone camera pointed at the QR code on screen for the performer you'd like to tip. It'll automatically put up a simple link on your phone. If you're happy with the preloaded tip amount and currency, click Tip. Apple Pay will automatically come up. Double tap to confirm. In seconds, your tip is complete. No Apple Pay? No problem. You can manually enter your credit card details or just select PayPal. Remember to select the currency and tip amount you wish. Most performers will have their own unique QR code on screen while they're performing. It's directly linked to their account. You can also manually type the link you see on screen into your web browser. It's fun, fast and secure to tip a street performer at the very first online Halifax Busker Festival. As always, tips and feedback are greatly appreciated. So I hope everybody's washing their hands. I've actually been washing my hands so much that my finger keeps on coming off. It's beginning to freak me out a little bit. But anyway, as you know, this is a busking festival. Myself and all of the performers. Normally we'd be travelling the world entertaining people just like you. But the situation has changed and it's tough times if you're a performer. So I've got a favour to ask you. I want you to put a little bit of love in the tip jar. You'll see on screen there is a QR scan code. If you take out your phone, open the camera, point it at the QR scan code, it'll take you straight to a link, a website where you can make a little donation. Alternatively, you can PayPal me at thejackwise@gmail.com. That's thejackwise@gmail.com. I've actually figured out, for live shows, I figured out a great way to make sure nobody walks away without tipping. I think this is going to be great next summer. All you do is blow up the balloon. Oh, I've seen colouredy flashing lights. Oh. You can give the balloon to children, but if you see an adult walking away who you know watched your show, all you got to do, boom! Perfectly okay in Dublin, Ireland. I'm not so sure about Canada, but I'm going to test it out next summer. I'll let you know how I get on. You'll probably see it in the local papers. Anyway, our next act up are completely amazing. It's Dan and Kim Craig. They didn't run away with the circus. They actually ran away and became the circus. They do hand-to-hand acrobatics, hula hoops, handstands, loads of jokes, witty comments all the way. And children, they even do the Wheel of Steel, which is even more dangerous than it sounds. Ladies and gentlemen, put your hands together and welcome onto your screen the Street Circus.
Hello everyone, I'm Kim, this is Dan, we're from the Street Circus.
How's everyone doing in Halifax? Just want to say we're super sorry, obviously we can't join you in Halifax this summer for the Halifax International Buskers Festival, but we are super excited about coming back in 2021 with all the other amazing performers and doing great shows in Halifax for all of you.
Yeah, it's going to be great. It's actually going to be our first time performing together at the Halifax Busker Festival. We're super excited, although we've each been there in past years in different shows, and we had an amazing time, so we know what it's like and how great it's going to be.
Yeah, we can't wait. We prepared a special video of one of our last shows before the pandemic hit. It's a special show. We did it in a theater, so there's some things in there you might not see in our street show in Halifax next year. So it's kind of a look behind the scenes of some of the other shows we do. We hope you enjoy it. It was a lot of fun. In the spirit of street performing also, we do have our Etransfer link that's going to be right up here. So if you are feeling so inclined and you want to make a generous donation, feel free. But we know that the pandemic's been hard on everyone. So if you want to save your donation until next summer when you see us in person, that's totally fine.
Yep, see you on the streets of Halifax in 2021.
Enjoy!
Enjoy the video!
Watch out, here I come.
see a whole bunch of hoops. So here we have 36 hoops and one tiny girl. My friends, I'll just wheel this back to you. There you go, my friend. This is not going to last very long, so what we're going to do is real simple, actually. Clifton, we can turn the house lights on so we can see all these lovely people who've joined us tonight. Look at that. Thank you so much for staying up late. We know it was a long port day today. And so here's the deal. We got a nice audience in here right now. We're going to leave our music off. We're going to get a nice little beat going all together. Nice little rhythmic hand clap. When we get to the right speed, she does them all. You guys go crazy. And we got a couple more surprises before we call it a night. So just for 1 second, my friends, if you'd be so kind. If you have a drink, put it on your table or put it on the floor. If you take your hands out of your pockets, that'd be great. If most of you can uncross your arms and stop judging me silently, that'd be great too. And please get your hands in the prime clapping position, so hands up like this, ready to clap. See, Princess? Everybody, hands up, my friends. Everybody put your hands up. Everybody put your hands in the air. See, Princess? Everyone put your hands up. This is not television. Like, I can see you, all right? Like, just do it. Every time I take one step, boom, everyone does one clap. If everyone does it together, it sounds amazing. Watch the foot, focus, we gotta hit the right beat. Everyone, let's practice. Hands up, and that was actually pretty good. All right, very nice. All right, watch the foot, here we go. And good, good, good. Watch the foot, see, Princess, come on! Work with me here. Okay, relax, bring it back, bring it back. Dial it down a little bit. Okay, we're good. You know what, no more tricks, no more jokes. I've got a little whistle here. I'm gonna use that to keep a beat. Let's do this for real. Everybody please. Very nice. Kim, I got a surprise for you.
What is it?
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, Dan, don't die. Thanks. anyways, one of my favorite parts of our show with the music and the lights and the spinning, it's just mesmerizing to watch. But I also really like it because when it gets kind of hot and humid in here, and when he goes right by you guys and me over there in the front row, you get this nice, cool, refreshing ocean breeze ripping across. It's very refreshing and lovely. And if you're very lucky, maybe you guys got a little bit of sea spray along the way. Well, you're an incredibly sweaty man, Dan.
It's true, I'm disgusting. Ladies and gentlemen, listen, I gotta point out one thing about that whole routine. Whew, that whole thing was made twice as difficult because, as we know, we're from Canada, and now that we're in Australia, I had to learn the whole thing spinning the opposite direction. It's really hard.
Such a trooper.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's now time for our last and our best.
Yes, our grand acrobatic finale and triple circus trick.
Tonight, I'm gonna have myself a real good time. I feel alive, and the world turning inside out. Floating around in ecstasy, so don't stop me now. Have a good time.
As this is our first online Halifax Busker Festival, I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips on how to tip the performers. All you need is your iPhone camera pointed at the QR code on screen for the performer you'd like to tip. It'll automatically put up a simple link on your phone. If you're happy with the preloaded tip amount and currency, click tip. Apple Pay will automatically come up. Double tap to confirm. In seconds, your tip is complete. No Apple Pay? No problem. You can manually enter your credit card details or just select PayPal. Remember to select the currency and tip amount you wish. Most performers will have their own unique QR code on screen while they're performing. It's directly linked to their account. You can also manually type the link you see on screen into your web browser. It's fun, fast and secure to tip a street performer at the very first online Halifax Busker Festival. As always, tips and feedback are greatly appreciated. I hope you've enjoyed the great acts I've had the pleasure of introducing here today. It's almost time for me to say goodbye from Dublin, Ireland. We have one more performer coming up though in just a couple of minutes. He's completely awesome, so stick around. As you know, it is a busking festival, so I'd ask that you generously donate to all of the performers. And for anybody who's generous enough to donate to me, Jack Wise, I'll send you a really cool video teaching you 3 different magic tricks. Let me quickly show you the tricks. First up, if you want to look like a ninja, grab somebody's ring. Gonna make a jump from there to there and back again. Ring, jump, jump back. I'll do it again. Looking like a ninja. Next up, if you want to make stuff disappear, all you need is a magic wand which does a good impression of a Sharpie marker. And we're going to make this phone disappear. If you have a phone that looks like this, you probably shouldn't be donating anything to me. You probably time traveled here from 2002. Watch the phone. It's going to disappear on the count of 3. 1, 2, 3. Oh, look at that. I made the pen disappear. It's actually over here, look, behind my ear. Can you see that? I'll make the phone disappear. 1, 2, 3, and it's gone. Last up, how to swallow a spoon. Let me just get warmed up for this. Oh, ow. Damp weather in Ireland. So next time you're out for dinner, just pick up your spoon, hold it up above your face, and look around the restaurant. The slower you look, the slower the heads will turn. Hold it up once more. Excuse me. Oh, that's going to hurt tomorrow. If you want to learn how to do the tricks, make the donation to thejackwise@gmail.com. All the details are on screen. Our next performer up, a man by the name of Brant Matthews, known as the FireGuy. He holds the world record for eating the most amount of fire torches in 60 seconds. His record, 101 torches. His tongue looked like a baked potato. He performed in Halifax in 2002 and 2006. He also performed at the halftime show for the Raptors. And not only that, wait till you hear this, the guy was actually on the stunt team for Jackie Chan. How cool was that? He's known as the FireGuy for a really good reason, so let's hope he doesn't make an ash out of himself in this virtual claim of flame. Claim to flame. Ladies and gentlemen, the FireGuy.
Got my long socks on. I got my long socks on, so you know I'm a busker, and that means I'm about to start a show. Now, it kind of reminds me of the old days of busk. Turned up, talked to the audience. That, and I'm really bad at video editing. Hey, this is the gather part of the show. It's still a busking show. There's nothing different. I'm just in a 35-degree building that was once housing a meth lab. Really just drive down and find your inner strength. How do we gather to see this show? The way I see it is that you have to talk to people. You call people. Halifax. You get on the phone. Call Marjorie. My mom's from PEI. Something with you. What's that? No. I want you to. I'll put you on speakerphone.
Think of Halifax. It was the big city.
Right?
The only big city in the Maritimes for us.
Where did you see Johnny Cash?
It's actually on the internet. Birchwood High School. They got the year wrong. They said 1958. It was 1960.
That's those anti-cashers. How much money do you think they should give me?
I'm not a financial person.
I do busking.
In your busking show, he's in Ottawa. And...
I thought you thought I was a dentist. No,
See you later. Bye, Halifax.
I'm going to edit that in Halifax at the Busker Festival. I'm still getting used to this whole virtual thing. FireGuy show, this event is going to be my claim to fame. So let's do the first trick of the show. I'm still kind of gathering the crowd. People like a photo moment in a show. Be honest, this show isn't about me. This show is what your friends, family, and followers think of you when you share stuff about me. Trick number 1. Hey. And I say some people are doing video. So video people, jazz hands, yay. On Instagram, it's Boomerang. Let's do routine number 1. How do you start a virtual busking show? You can start with a finale, a $1,000 phone and my livelihood. Does that work? Does that work? I risked a $1,000 phone. Now should I pass my hat? I was a blossoming busker in 2002. The second time I was in Halifax was awesome because I got to do my Flaming Star finale. This Canada Day, I did a really funny thing. Check it out. Elon Musk spent time in Canada, and Elon Musk owns a company that made this flamethrower. Light this maple leaf the Elon Musk way. Thank you, Elon, for sending people to Mars, because if humans keep doing stuff like this, we will go extinct. Hey, Halifax. People always ask me how I became FireGuy. Number 2 question I always get. The number 1 question, have I ever been burned? And the answer is, oh yeah. Type FireGuy on YouTube and you search enough, there is video of my face lighting on fire in New Zealand. The second question, how did I become FireGuy? All started in a circus class in Montreal, Quebec, where they don't call me FireGuy. They say that's FireGuy. And I had a teacher, a professor, who changed my life by saying just one thing to me. Can I share it with you? Get good, deviens bon. I said, get good? She said, un chose, one thing. I said, one thing? She said, uh-huh. I said, why? I said, why? She said, because if you can get good at one thing, after that, you can get good at another thing, and another thing. And you keep getting good at things. And over time, you layer those good things like a piece of cake. And eventually, your life will be just as sweet. Good at these. I would practice so much. And one day, my mom and dad returned from New York City. There's a juggling store there. You've got to get me this thing. Flaming Devil Stick. Now this is a brand new Dubé Devil Stick. And I'm going to honor my teacher. Bilingual Devil Stick routine for you in Halifax today. The guy was arrested. It's true. It's true. I was arrested for this. Why would you be arrested for that? Possession of a firearm. Oh, that's good. That looks good. Few tricks en bilingue, a bilingual devil stick. First trick, le premier tour est l'œil du diable, the devil's eye. And si tu aimes ça, if you like this, tu vas aimer le prochain tour. You're gonna love the next trick. L'autre l'œil. The other eye. Les yeux croisés. cross-eyed. Okay, that's as funny as I get. C'est le plus drôle que je suis. Alors, je vais montrer les tours que je suis brûlé. I'm gonna show you tricks where I burn myself. Brûler le menton. Burn the chin. Ooh, c'est comme ça je rase. This is how I shave. Tout le pas, all over. Brûler le dos. Burn the back. Woo. Woo. Oh, whoa, got caught in the mic. A burnt armpit. Brûler l'armpit. Ah! A brûler le fesse. A burnt butt. A hot piece of ash. And a burnt ego. Brûler l'ego. Si difficile que je brûle l'ego. All right. Oh! Oh, okay, I got it. And one more trick, showing it off. Vite, vite. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh yeah, merci beaucoup. Les bâtons diable. This is a virtual show. I don't know if it's working. Is it working, Halifax? Go to my Shopify store, buy some buttons. You gotta find me. I gotta go pick up my daughter now, but I got enough to edit for tonight. Halifax, the show's going really, really well. I am the Guinness World Record holder in fire eating. Yes, yes, yes. I show this certificate to everyone I can because I ate the most torches in 60 seconds at the Wisconsin State Fair. Yes, like any Canadian, I go to the United States to get recognized in my own country. How many torches do you think I ate? Well, I'll tell you what the old record was. 99. And I ate 101 torches. For you, I'm going to eat 1 torch. If you want to watch me eat 101 torches, you can. Simply watch this 101 times. Fire eating for you. Hey, you know what? Here's something I would never be able to do while in the middle of eating fire. Costume change. Costume. This is not the right costume. I need another costume. Think I've got the costume I want. Classy. So, Halifax, fire eat just for you. Oh. Yes. No one's that good. No one is that good. Hey, Halifax, you know what's loony? Loony? There is a place in the Hudson's Bay where gravity is less than the rest of the planet. Now, how is that possible? Well, I'll explain with this English muffin. You see, imagine, if you will, there was an ice shelf on top of this one particular area, signified by my finger. And this ice shelf was pressing down on the Earth for a millennia. But slowly, it melted and went away. So the Earth started to rebound up. Now, do you get this? How it's rebounding up? This English muffin rebounds very quickly. But the crust of the Earth is still rebounding from that pressure that was put on it and is continually to push up ever so slightly until it regains its form. So if you're light on your feet in the Hudson's Bay and got a swing in your step, you know why. You know what's toony? Toony? Halifax? Toilet paper is toony. Now, why is toilet paper toony? Well, because at one point this year, Canadians thought they were going to run out of toilet paper. So they bought a whole bunch up. Some started selling it on eBay. Kids, it's an effect known as mass hysteria. Let me point something out to you Canadians. What do you see? You see a Canadian flag. What's in that flag? It's a maple leaf. Now, why would we have a maple leaf on our flag? Because we have a lot of trees. And what is toilet paper made of? Trees! Trees! As I'm going to take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of toilet paper, and I'm just going to destroy it. Do you know what I'm actually going to do? No, I'm the fire guy. I can't destroy it. I'm going to light a square on fire. So here's one square that I am destroying right here at the Halifax Busker Festival virtually. I think we're getting into a second square. Yeah, okay. That's getting close to my hand. Let's make sure we burn that square. Now, if there's a second way and people start trying to buy and hoard more toilet paper, I just committed? I just had a vowel move. I just committed a crime. So I am going to restore the paper. And let's see if I can do that for you. And what do we have here, Halifax? We have 1, 2, 2, 3, 4, and 5 pieces of toilet paper. Halifax, how you doing? This is the part of the show where I'm negotiating with you. You're gonna be on your defenses. FireGuy is gonna talk money. Busking, pass our hat. Virtual busking, I really don't know how to pass my hat, but what I do know how to do, tell you that negotiation is very, very important. I'll tell you why through a story. Through my first ever negotiating experience. When I was in kindergarten, my brother was 5 years older. We both went home for lunch. He was in grade 6. I was in kindergarten. So we would go home. My mother would leave a can of, and I'm not sure if I'm allowed saying what the soup is, a can of soup with chunks in it. It was chunky soup, okay? It's chunky soup. 2 cans of chunky soup. Why is this important? My brother would take both cans of soup, put it into a pot, and heat it up. So he used to say to me, God, you are going to love the broth because you just love the broth so much. Yeah, I can't wait to have the broth. Hypnotized it. He was telling me how much I would love the broth. And then he would pour out 2 bowls of soup. He would have most of the chunks and I would have the broth. And he'd go, I hope you like your broth. I'm like, I do. I love the broth. Broth tastes good. So this went on. I was having brother soup every day. By the end of the school year, he would have all the chunks and I would have the broth. I want some chunks. Don't be satisfied with brother soup. Ask questions. And I want some chunks. Busk.co. If you are an aspiring busker and want to perform in public in a pandemic, talk to people at busk.co. You can find me there. You can donate there. No cash, no problem. Tip me here. It's so annoying. The site busk.co isn't annoying, but think of the brother soup. Think of the brother soup. Did you get brother soup today from me? Give me some chunks. No cash, no problem. Tip me here. Hey, Halifax. These are my matches, and these are my sunglasses. Okay, you know what? I was hiding because I was painting my house, and you can buy these things, matches, out at the end of my show. I'm like a 1970s restaurant. I give away matches. You can buy my buttons, get good, be bad, an oh yeah button, Shopify store, I'm doing, or a message to Shopify. Don't be BlackBerry. Shopify, you've got it. You can take Amazon on. You can do it, Shopify, but don't be BlackBerry. They're all sharp. We got you. Okay, back to the show. Before I do the hard way of breathing fire, let me do easy way of breathing fire, which uses mouth spray. Whoa, Jesus, Murphy. Okay, Halifax, we are going to do a finale. I am going to breathe fire. I don't normally breathe fire in shows because fuel's in your mouth, you're out in public. But because I'm here in my studio, I could rinse my mouth after. I'm going to breathe fire for you. So when I come back, I'm just going to be silent. That's because my mouth will be filled with fuel. Heard about brother soup. I want to talk to you now about daughter mango. Ever since becoming a dad, I've been cutting up mango for my daughter. Guess what I talked to her about? How much she is gonna love eating these skins. Skins are the best part of the mango. I give her the chunks. This is like a perfect mango. The real secret of eating a good mango. Eating the pit. Turn your broth into chunks. Oh, geez, we're still filming. God.
As this is our first online Halifax Busker Festival, I'd like to give you a couple of quick tips on how to tip the performers. All you need is your iPhone camera pointed at the QR code on screen for the performer you'd like to tip. It'll automatically put up a simple link on your phone. If you're happy with the preloaded tip amount and currency, click tip. Apple Pay will automatically come up. Double tap to confirm. In seconds, your tip is complete. No Apple Pay? No problem. You can manually enter your credit card details or just select PayPal. Remember to select the currency and tip amount you wish. Most performers will have their own unique QR code on screen while they're performing. It's directly linked to their account. You can also manually type the link you see on screen into your web browser. It's fun, fast and secure to tip a street performer at the very first online Halifax Busker Festival. As always, tips and feedback are greatly appreciated.
Well, I hope you enjoyed the shows. And don't forget to join us tomorrow for day 3 with the Nova Scotia Marquee Music Stage featuring Michael Redden, Giselle de Guzman, Jesse Smith, Renee Smith, Christine Campbell and Blake Johnston.